inside this video, we're gonna go over something that you guys must do inside of Grow a Garden Roblox before this brand new prehistoric update comes out. If you guys could all hit that like button, subscribe, and of course turn on those notifications, that would be greatly appreciated. Now to jump in the video. For all you haters and non-believers out there who thought the prehistoric was just a bunch of clickbait, here it is, guys. It's coming out into the game. But we got a couple of things that you guys must be doing before this thing comes out. The first is, of course, trying to get all of the possible rewards from the summer harvest event, guys. As you guys can see, there is a ton of exclusive items that you can actually get here, including the summer seed packs and a bunch of exclusive seeds themselves, plus previously unobtainable items. I'm talking about the chocolate sprinkler here, the ember lily, the moon cat, the bee egg, or even though you could technically still get the bee egg, but I'm telling you guys, the crafting doesn't really work in this game anymore. At least the crafting that requires honey. The night egg, which will allow you to actually get the raccoon pet inside of the game, along with a bunch of other stuff as well. But even though that this stuff is, well, kind of mid and really hard to get because you can't actually choose which items you get, what you guys should be focusing on is none other than this harvest shop. You're gonna want to buy pretty much everything inside of the shop. Maybe not the delphinium seeds unless you already got them. If you already got them, alright, but I'm talking about the traveler fruit seeds. You're gonna want those, okay? You're gonna want the oasis egg and maybe even the hamster if you like it. But like, this is your only chance to possibly get the rosy delight or the elephant ears, guys. So I would be going and buying all of the possible summer seed packs that you possibly can. And to do that, you actually need to get harvest points, alright? Every 1,000 harvest points actually equals 1 summer coin. If you guys are wondering how to get a ton of harvest points very quickly, you can actually set up a little farm that is perfect for solo games, guys. You could actually go over here and get a bunch of tomatoes like how you see here, and basically just use all of these tomatoes to actually fill up all of your harvest. The good thing about tomatoes is that each one spawns in like 5 or 6 tomatoes on it, so you can fill up your entire inventory really quickly, go and give all of your tomatoes to the summer harvest, then teleport back and continue grabbing this, just sending inventory after inventory full of tomatoes to actually rack up those harvest points. Not only that, guys, alright, if you actually joined the mega summer event, you get double the harvest points plus double the grow speed, meaning that you can basically double all of your summer coins. So I actually got a whole ton of summer coins, so of course I'm gonna go here and buy a couple summer seed packs. Scroll down, check if there's an oasis egg. Usually there's not, guys, if I'm being honest, but it was worth a try anyway. You guys are also gonna want to get yourself as many as you possibly can these paradise eggs, guys. Alright, the most important thing that you can get from these paradise eggs is none other than the mimic octopus. Okay, that has to be one of the best pets inside of the entire game because it actually copies the ability of yet another pet. Something that you guys might want to do right before the update actually comes out is actually remove all of your tomatoes. So as you can see, I have like over 100 tomato plants just right in this little tiny corner here, guys, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get rid of basically all of them before this brand new update actually comes out. The reason why I'm going to do that, guys, is because there is going to be new mutations that actually come out to the game. And if I have all of these tomatoes here, you can see that a lot of them actually do get mutations on them, alright? Some of them are windstruck, you know, some of them are actually get heat stroke or whatever it's called, the heat wave mutation. It's sun-dried, that's my bad. And if I'm actually getting mutations on these fruits, guys, that means I'm not getting mutations on the other fruits that I actually want my mutations to go on. I'm talking like my mushrooms, alright, my grapes, you know, of course my sugar apples and ember lilies. My tomatoes, just because there's hundreds of tomatoes, guys, is actually taking up all of my mutations rather than the ones that I want. So that's why I'm personally going to get rid of all of these. We don't actually know if this summer harvest event is going to stay in some way, shape, or form. We don't know yet, guys. So if you actually do remove all your tomatoes, then, well, you're gonna have to get a whole bunch more tomatoes to continue to do the summer harvest event. This guy, shout out this guy. All right, he says he loves my videos. Bored Bear, I love meeting fans. So another thing that you guys really need to stay focused on is, of course, actually joining before the update. All right, it's a good rule of thumb to join at at least like 2 hours before the update, but I know it's really early for many of you guys, including me. 2 hours before the update's like 5 a.m. and that's brutal for a Saturday, man. But basically, I like to personally, because I like to sleep, join the game around 6 a.m., which is 1 hour before the update. You guys want to hop on at least 1 hour before the update, because what the owner does is he has a lot of admin abuse. What that means is he'll basically do a whole bunch of events and stuff like that, guys, that'll actually give you rare mutations, including this disco. You can actually get disco because, come on, they do disco like 2 or 3 times at least. Also, another thing that they did was they actually gave me 2 of these cooked owls right here, guys. One of the rarest pets inside of the game, because you only could get it at 2 different times, and both of them were right before an update. That's why you guys actually need to join right before the update, because not only do you get all these really cool mutations and possibly even pets, but the owner of the game will actually restock some of the really rare seeds. If you guys don't know, okay, you guys can't see it on the bottom of my screen, but I actually have 3 Ember Lily seeds here. I've only like found the Ember Lily inside of the shop 1 time. All right, 1 time outside of an update cycle, okay? And look, I have 1, 2, and 3 Ember Lilies planted on my farm, and then I got 3 more Ember Lilies just chilling inside of my inventory. Not only that, I've never seen a sugar apple inside of the shop before, just like sitting and waiting for it, okay? But I actually have a sugar apple tree right here, and then not only that, I have 2 more sugar apples, all right? I got 2 more sugar apple seeds. I got all of this stuff just by sitting and waiting before an update, guys, okay? You guys are always gonna want to sit and wait for right before an update, because I guess the owner really loves hitting these crazy milestones. Crazy is not even the right word for it, guys. These things are absolutely insane. Like, they're ground shattering, okay? Like, the fact that he hit almost 20 million players at one given time on a single game is absolutely insane. And also, the events that he does are just like really cool. They're super cool. They look aesthetically pleasing, okay? And yeah, guys. Now, to actually prepare for the fossil update or the prehistoric update, guys, there's not a lot that you can do. I would recommend getting at least like 100 million shekels inside of the game. That way you guys can possibly buy pretty much any of the new items or seeds that come out. If you guys don't know, most of the seeds inside of the game range around 20 million. I mean, the better seeds inside of the game. I can't remember exactly what the sugar apple is, but I believe it's around 10 to 20 million shekels for 1 sugar apple seed, guys. All right, and if you guys have at least 50 million, that'll allow you to buy, you know, sugar apples or whatever actually does come out, along with all of the other items that might come out into the gear shop. Inside of the last update, guys, we've had the new tanning mirror come out, all right, and we actually had the magnifying glass come out. I don't know how much the tanning mirror actually costs. I've never seen it inside the shop. I haven't got lucky enough, but the magnifying glass costs 10 million shekels, all right? And then, of course, you know, you have everything else that you could possibly want. And the eggs themselves usually cost like a couple million, so you're gonna want at least 50 million, all right, if not more. You're gonna probably want a lot more, but 50 million is a good starting amount. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Too bad we don't really know what this prehistoric event is gonna be, or how to actually get the fossils inside of this prehistoric event. But that is it for this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace out, and of course, goodbye.